Good afternoon. Welcome to this August commencement at Sam Houston State University in our 134th year of operation. Will you please stand and join Professor Franklin in singing the national anthem?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Please join me now in recognizing members of the platform party who will not be introduced later in the program. May I ask each to stand as his or her name is called, and please hold all applause until all are introduced. The Honorable Vernon Reeser, Texas State University System Regent. Dr. Heather Thielemann, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Mr. Al Hooten, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Mr. Mark Adams, Vice President for Information Technology. Mr. Frank Parker, Vice President for Student Services. Mr. Frank Holmes, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Mitchell Musam, Dean of the College of Business Administration. Dr. Vincent Webb, Dean of the College of Criminal Justice. Dr. Jerry Bruce, Interim Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Ron Shields, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Mass Communication. Dr. Ken Hendrickson, Interim Associate Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Marcus Gillespie, Associate Dean of the College of Sciences. Ms. Teresa Ringo, University Registrar. Mr. James Franklin, Assistant Professor of Music. Dr. Kimberly Bell, Interim Dean of the Honors College and Associate Professor of English. Mr. Tom Pryor, Associate Professor of Theater, who will introduce our graduates at the appropriate time. Ms. Mary Ellen Thornton, past President of the Alumni Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing these members of the Platform Party. At this time, it is an honor and my pleasure to present the President of Sam Houston State University, Dr. Dana Gibson, who will greet you and introduce our speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Hebert. To the class of 2013, I extend a warm welcome and congratulations on this memorable occasion. The ceremony is called a commencement because it celebrates what is to begin, not what will end. Commencement recognizes your achievements and your personal growth through years of study. At this very moment, you are living proof that at Sam Houston you can dream and succeed. Sam Houston State University celebrates commencement 3 times each year, fall, spring, and summer. We have approximately 1,000 graduates in our summer 2013 graduating class. However, you're seeing only a portion of those graduates here because, as you probably know, there was a ceremony earlier today. In addition to our resident Texas students, non-resident students from the states of California, Delaware, Minnesota, and Maine, and the countries of Canada and China, just to name a few, are part of this graduating class, with ages ranging from 19 to 71. Approximately 55% of this commencement class are first-generation college degree recipients. This ceremony is dedicated to you, our graduates. Our purpose has been to help you build a successful life on the foundation of your character and your talents. But you are the ones who have reached this milestone through perseverance, ingenuity, determination, and the encouragement from those who believed in you. You are part of the reason why Sam Houston is a great name in Texas education. Thank you for sharing this part of your lives with us. For the parents, siblings, spouses, and children of those who graduate today, this day would not be possible without your emotional, financial, and spiritual support. Please, all of you stand so we can recognize and applaud you. I also want to recognize the faculty members who are participating in this ceremony, and in doing so are representing our entire faculty. We have many outstanding faculty members at Sam Houston State University who contribute to the success of our university. They are dedicated to the education of our students, and they perform their duties in an exemplary manner. Will the faculty please stand so we can express our gratitude for your excellent work. Thank you for all you do on behalf of the university. I have to add one other thing to my comments today before I introduce our speaker, and that's for all of you to know that Sam Houston State University in today's ceremony will graduate our 200th doctoral degree in the College of Education. Now it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Commissioner Michael Williams. Mr. Williams was appointed Texas Commissioner of Education by Governor Rick Perry on September 1st, 2012. As Commissioner, he heads the Texas Education Agency, which oversees pre-kindergarten through high school education for approximately 5 million students enrolled in both traditional public schools and charter schools. During his distinguished career, Commissioner Williams has served as an assistant district attorney in his hometown of Midland, a federal prosecutor in the Reagan Justice Department, deputy assistant secretary for law enforcement at the U.S. Department of Treasury under President George Herbert Walker Bush, and assistant secretary of education for civil rights at the U.S. Department of Education. In 1998, Governor George W. Bush appointed Commissioner Williams to the Railroad Commission of Texas, the 3-member commission which oversees oil and gas regulation here in the state. Texans subsequently elected him to the commission in 2000, 2002, and 2008. The son of public school teachers, Commissioner Williams holds a bachelor's, master's, and law degree from the University of Southern California, and has been married to his best friend Donna for more than 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Bearcat welcome for Commissioner Williams.
Madam President, thank you. Madam President, thank you. It is my pleasure to have a few brief moments with you. You can already tell I'm a tad bit different. I'm an old prosecutor. I like to get close to my jury. I wouldn't stand behind something like that unless I thought you were going to shoot at me. We ought to be fairly safe right now. Madam President, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this celebration. And I want to say a good howdy to every mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and Uncle Booker and Aunt T and all your friends and family and your baby's mama and your baby's daddy and everybody who's here to be part of this celebration. You know, I've been here since this morning at the 9:30 session, and people have been kind enough to thank me for coming. And I'm reminded of a question that was asked to great American writer Alex Haley. He said, Mr. Haley, what gave you the inspiration to write Roots? He said, when you go about your business, each and every day, you should find some good and praise it. And so, my friends, I came up in here to praise some good. I came to praise the good, Madam President, you and this team of administrators who've been pouring into the lives of these graduates. I came to praise the good of these faculty members because of what you've been doing in getting them prepared for a 21st century future. I came to praise the good of what moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and friends have been doing to help you move down that path. And there's no doubt I came to praise the good of the graduating class of 2013, Sam Houston State University. Now, my assignment this afternoon is fairly simple. The President said, Michael, try to inspire, but if you can't do that, at least be brief. So I'm going to do my best to at least do the second part, and I'm going to tarry along fairly quickly. But I do want to put a few flashcards, if you don't mind, in your pocket, something you might carry along with you as you go on about your business. As you begin, and some of you continuing your careers and some beginning them, I want you to, it is my hope and my prayer for you, that you live a life of purpose. Not simply go about the business of working, but recognizing the why of why we're here, why you were created to be. Because each and every one of us was created for a special purpose. And it's my hope and prayer that you come to an understanding and appreciation of what that purpose is. Because knowing the why you're here helps us get through the hows down the road. It gives us the energy that when things go bad or when things get trouble or when things don't actually go the way we want them to, it's because we know the why that we're doing what we're doing. I also want you, quite frankly, we hear all the time folks tell us that we need to work hard. And we don't know anyone who succeeds in life without working hard. But quite frankly, I want you to work smart. I want you to come to an understanding and appreciation of that special gifting that you have. Because we all have one. And yours is different than his, and his is likely different than hers. And so if you've got a gifting to lead, my friend, go lead. And if you've got a gifting to have mercy, go have mercy. And if you've got a gifting, quite frankly, to manage, then manage. And saying I'm standing over here with all of these doctoral and master's degree students in education, if you have a gifting to teach, my heavens, go teach. I want you, quite frankly, to also dream big. You know, in the course of my career, I've learned that there probably is a muscle called the dream big muscle. And if you don't learn to use it when you're younger, it atrophies and you're unable to use it when you get older. I want you to have that big dream muscle. Now, I realize that today, we're graduating. We're going to get our little diploma. And somebody in here may think that the process of learning has ended. So there's a fourth thing I think I want you to do, is to learn something new every day. You know, the guys over at Google tell us that every 2 to 3 years, this world creates more knowledge than we created from the dawn of time till about 2000. If that's the case, it doesn't stop right here. That's why Madam President said this is the commencement. This is the beginning of the future. There are a couple other things I'd like for you to think about as I sort of move on down to what is really the big moment of the afternoon. Frank, as I mentioned to you this morning, I'm really old enough to remember an R&B singer by the name of Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle said that when you've been blessed, pass it on. You've learned that and you've heard that. But I hope someday you find your way to a big brother, big sister, or working for some Sudanese youngsters who've just come to this new world, or maybe you're delivering food for an elderly person, or just visiting with somebody in a hospital, or maybe you've gotten involved in trying to make sure that our climate is secure. And I'll tell you something about that passing along and being engaged in the community. You know, back in 1978, I got out of law school and returned to my hometown of Midland, Texas. Started working as an assistant district attorney and decided to volunteer for the United Way of Midland. And while I was at the United Way of Midland, I met a young man slightly older than me, and we developed a friendship and We worked real hard on behalf of United Way. We reached our financial goal. That young man later became my first campaign manager in 1984. He then became the governor of the state of Texas. He later became the president of the United States. And while I have the great honor of having been the first African American in Texas history to be elected to a statewide position in the executive branch of government, none of that would have been possible without having developed that friendship with a man by the name of George W. Bush. My friends, that's not a political statement. That is a statement about relationships. It's a statement about in this body right here, there are friendships that have been developed that I hope you hone, I hope you cherish, I hope you nourish over the years, because you have no idea who may be sitting next to you and where they'll be sometime from now. There's some other things we'd like to see you do is we want you to travel a bit, eat some great food, and drink a little bit, but just a little bit. Dance a whole lot. But I do have to tell you, there's one thing that I do have to do is my wife gave the commencement address here last year. Donna happens to be the chairman of the Board of Regents of the Texas State System. So they let me in here because they said, well, that's her husband. He can't just totally screw it up. But one thing that Donna said when she was here that I'm going to steal from her. So if tonight, in celebration of this great occasion, you go out and have a little too much fun, and you post that picture on your Facebook page, take it down. If your email address, if your email address is something like michael@pimpdaddy.com, get rid of it. And yes, they do drug tests at employment. So be careful. We don't want your future to be marred by something silly we do. The last little thing that I want you to think about and carry with you is to live a life of great courage in the eye of what some believe to be the impossible. In 1986, I was a 33-year-old prosecutor at the U.S. Department of Justice. I was assigned the case of the United States of America versus 5 members of the Carolina Knights of the KKK. I had indicted those 5 individuals for conspiring to obtain weapons stolen from Fort Bragg and other military installations across the South. If you go to the records of the United States Senate, those records would tell you that I tried those cases under no small risk to myself. Individuals who had done harm to others put a death warrant out against me. I put 3 of my witnesses in the Federal Witness Protection Program, and I tried 2 of the cases under the heavy armed protection of federal agents. And at the end of the day, those 5 individuals received a taxpayer-paid trip to a federal institution of higher learning. So why did I tell you that story? I tell you that story because it has been written that 33-year-old kid demonstrated a fair amount of courage in pursuing those prosecutions. I don't want anybody in here to have to go through that, but I know you got here in a unique kind of way. You got here because you've already demonstrated that there are temptations that you can resist, that there are enemies that you can keep at bay. And there are going to have to be times and moments when you're going to have to continue acting in a way that's courageous. My friends, as I leave you, I want you to think about all of the people who were responsible for you being here. There was Mom who gave you the last few dollars that she had so you could buy your books. There was the aunt who drove you to campus. There was the friend who babysit your child so that you could come to lab. There was just the praying circle who kept you in their heart. And those folks are up there around this arena. Graduates, would you stand up, give them a hand, thank them for what they did for you in your life. As I leave you, I want to share with you a story about the man that I think was the greatest public servant in all of humankind. Ever heard about the prophet Moses? You know how Moses and his people out there in the desert, right? They knew as hard as they went, as fast as they tried, they could not get away, because right smack in front of them was the Red Sea. But Moses had gotten this idea in his head. He prayed over it, studied it. He said, look here, if I take this cane and put the cane over the water will open up. We'll walk on the other side, and when we get on the other side, put the cane back over the water will close up, Pharaoh and his men will be on the other side, we will get away. Moses knew it would work. He studied it, he prayed over it, got a special word about it, but he did something we do in government a lot. He formed a committee. Now on the committee was a lawyer, an engineer, and a doctor. And he goes to the lawyer and says, Mr. Lawyer, what do you think about my idea? The lawyer said, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. You hold water up in there like that, it's going to eventually roll downstream. It's going to flood the people to the other end, and the EPA will sue us. Don't try it. He goes to the engineer and says, Mr. Engineer, what do you think? I have been married to an engineer for 28 years. I know the engineer said this first part. I have never agreed with a lawyer on anything. But I do agree with you on this one, that won't work. He goes to the doctor and says, Doc, what do you think? Doctor said, we've been out here a long time. Got sores on the bottom of our foot. Even if we get to the other side, germs will have gotten up in us and we'll die. But Moses knew it would work. In the back of the room was a young lady from Sam Houston State University. And Moses said, what do you think about my idea? And the young lady said, look here, I am not a lawyer. I know absolutely nothing about prosecuting a lawsuit. I'm not an engineer. I know less than that about the laws of gravity. I'm not a doctor. I know less than that about the prevention of illness. But if you can pull this off, I get you 3 whole pages in the Bible. My friends, as joyous as this day is, and the great things that you will do, I tend to doubt that you're going to get 3 pages in the Bible. But I do think that if we reach within the folds of that story, we will find the answers that will help us have better lives and a better state and a better country. Because within the fold of that story, we recognize that it becomes extremely important for us to keep our mind, our eye, and our focus on a voice that's bigger and greater than each and every one of ours. It's extremely important for us to recognize that today you're going to walk across this stage and you're going to get something in your hand that will evidence the hard work, the commitment, the passion for learning that you've all demonstrated. And similarly, it's extremely important for us to recognize that that which is in our hand will be sufficient for us to make it through the next day. The last thing is, quite frankly, is that we have to remind ourselves that it becomes extremely important for us to demonstrate courage in the face of what might seem to be impossible. Imagine how much courage it had to take for somebody to step their foot in that space with water raging all around them, but they did. And that's how the victory was won. My friends, I thank you for letting me participate in this great day. May the peace of the Lord be with you. May God bless you. May God bless Texas.
Well, I just want to tell Michael, thank you so much for this inspirational, and I know these are words he lives by all the time, so thank you so much again.
Will you please stand and join Professor Franklin in singing the alma mater? Words can be found on page 1 of your program.
Hail to Sam Houston, school we love best, mighty in battle, true to the test. Back at so loyal ever will be. Orange and white will lead us to victory. Hail, alma mater, hats off to you. Ever you'll find us loyal and true, firm and undaunted, ever will be. Here's to the school we love, here's a toast to thee.
Please be seated. Dr. Gibson, at this time, Dean Bruce will certify candidates for doctoral degrees from the College of Education.
Those candidates for the doctoral degree in the College of Education will please rise when the name of their program is called. Counselor Education, Educational Leadership, Reading. Dr. Gibson, I certify that each student whose name is on the official list has completed all of the requirements for the appropriate doctoral degree and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Will the marshals please escort the recipients of these doctoral degrees to the platform?
Dana Elaine Dusty Bible, EDD, Doctor of Education, whose dissertation title is Out of the Academic Closet, Heteronormality, Hidden Curriculum, and the Experiences of Lesbian and Gay Students in Higher Education. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. Stacy L. Edmondson. Jacob Ross Chandler, EDD, Doctor of Education, whose dissertation title is College Readiness Rates of Special Needs High School Graduates in Texas Public Schools. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. John R. Slate. Shelley Marie Cox, EDD, Doctor of Education, whose dissertation title is Differences in Hispanic Access and Success Rates for Health-Related Studies in Texas Health-Related Institutions, a multi-year statewide investigation. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. George W. Moore. Magdalena Anna Dunham, EDD, Doctor of Education. Dissertation title is Impact of Function, Experience, and Training of School District Police on School Climate. Dissertation Committee Chairs, Drs. Rebecca A. Robles-Pina and Dr. Barbara Polnick. Evelyn Kimbriel Fitzgerald, PhD, Doctor of Philosophy, whose dissertation title is Perceptions of Counselors in Training Regarding Preparation and Level of Confidence when Counseling Children Who Have Experienced Interpersonal Trauma. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. Yvonne Garza. Bonnie Clarice Lanier, EDD, Doctor of Education, whose dissertation title is School District Size and Academic Performance, a Multi-Year Study. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. John R. Slate. Karen P. Sens, EDD Doctor of Education, whose dissertation title is Experiences, Perceived Challenges, and Support Systems of Early College High School Students, Applications of Social Capital Theory. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. Julie P. Combs.
Dr. Gibson, at this time, Dean Webb will certify candidates for master's degrees from the College of Criminal Justice. Dean Bruce will certify candidates for master's degrees from the College of Education. And Dean Shields will certify candidates for master's degrees from the College of Fine Arts and Communication.
Those candidates for the master's degree who are majors in the various programs in the College of Criminal Justice, please stand and remain standing when the name of your program is called. Criminal Justice and Criminology, Criminal Justice Leadership, Forensic Science, Security Studies. President Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list has completed the requirements for the appropriate master's degree and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree. Congratulations.
Be seated. Those candidates for the master's degree in the College of Education will please rise when the name of their program is called. Administration, counseling, counselor education, curriculum and instruction, health, higher education administration, instructional leadership, instructional technology, international literacy, kinesiology, exercise science, kinesiology, sports management, library science, reading, special education. Dr. Gibson, I certify that each student whose name is on the official list has completed all the requirements for the appropriate master's degree and is entitled to all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree. Congratulations.
Candidates for the master's degree who are majors in the various departments in the College of Fine Arts and Mass Communication will please rise when the name of their program is called. Dance, music. Dr. Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list has completed the requirements for the appropriate master's degree and is entitled to all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree in theater, or no, in music. Music. It's the one we got.
Will the marshals please escort the recipients of these master's degrees to the platform?
David Wayne Alford. David Ray Bertling. Rebecca D. Bowden. William James Coyle. Rebecca Cuneo. Michael Dwayne Gesford. Jermaine D. Jenkins. David Jean Sanford Johnson. Victor Lopez Mitchell. Marvis L. Mosley Sr. Richard H. Simmons Jr. Eric Anthony Vento. Ilya Veramontes. Angela Sabrina von Tritek. John David Wallace. Michael Scott Zella. Elena Elizabeth Adams Jones. Connie Alvarez. Jennifer Lynn Ashley. Virginia Marie Baker. Jennifer Renee Vierge Baptiste. Gunjit Kaur Bhatt. Monica Lynn Black. Ashton Renee Bellew Booth. Yasmin Elizabeth Brown. Todd A. Buck. Rebecca Lynn Christensen. Denise Salinas Cirlos. Jamark Rashad Crawford. Taylor Rochelle Dennison. Nicole Elizabeth Dechtel. Marianne Louise Emery. Nicole Lynn Epps. Gloria Epinette. Margaret C. Ferguson. Sarah Lynn Feiger. Rebecca B. Flores. Johnny Del Foley. Armando Eduardo Garcia. Naomi Arredondo Garza. Lindsay Elizabeth Gentles. Shayna Victoria Glass. Minerva de los Santos Gonzalez. Marie Lynn Goss. Devin Denise Gray. Grethay Kaur Grewal. Charles John Havlick. Lorena Caballero Hernandez. Angelica Hernandez Vieira. Jarrett Dwayne Hill. Michelle Blair Hughes. Elizabeth Ball Iglesias. Natalie Carter James. Jessica Marie Jennings. Cassie Lynn Kimbrough. Jordan Renee Klein. Jacqueline Alyssa Landry. Laura Nicole Lang. Shelley Colleen Lawler. Mirza Bermia Lopez. Courtney Lynn Lynch. Tosha Lynn Mabel. Carol Cardona Markey. Mandy Lopez Martinez. Monique Michelle Mayberry. Lauren McKnight Mayo. Lamardre R. Miller. Andrea Mion. Tanya Daniel Monroe. Jamie Lee Moody. Trevor Cottrell Mosby. Francesca Monique Munoz. Jose Munoz Jr. Kayla Ann Pockman. Jill Sandra Pagels. Heather Dawn Palasoda. Amy Marie Patrick. Anita Layton Pauley. Barbara Jeanette Shaw Payne. Olga Luisa Pena. Ricardo Pequeno Carmona. Sophia Affie Pomini. Tanya Marcel Preston. Ellen Rodenhauser Rebman. Carly Kate Reich. Carrie Lynn Rosenbaum. Deanna Michelle Schliebach. Julie Rogers Smith. Melissa Hartley Smith. Chandra L. Smith Adams. Jasmine Sierra Starling. Sarah Catherine Stone. Linda Taplett. Miriam Thomas. Christy D. Thorne. Adrian Jesse Torres. Eric L. Torres. Bernadette Joanne Trammell. Alejandra Fernandez Trevino. Lindsay Ann Tubbs. Melanie Lomas Villarreal. Mariah Rose Vineyard. Rebecca Jane White. Christy Nicole Williams. Melissa Lynn Williams. Sarah Elizabeth Winkleman. Stephanie M. Womack. Callie Ann Wood. Mary Katie Wyatt. Margaret Suchek Young. Saul Zarko. Lauren Everhart Zavala. Erica Christine Zeno. Catherine Marie Beffy. Jose C. Padilla. Courtney Renee Britton. Jenny Lorena Bruckner. Maria G. Ditiliu. Jessica Nicole Lackey. Lillian C. Silva.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed in your program the names of baccalaureate students who have distinguished themselves through outstanding academic achievement. To be graduated cum laude, a student must have achieved an overall grade point average of at least 3.5 out of a possible 4.0. To be graduated magna cum laude, a student must have earned at least a 3.67 grade point average. And to be graduated summa cum laude, a student must have achieved a 3.86 grade point average or higher. These students are to be congratulated for their outstanding performance. Will those students graduating cum laude please rise and be recognized. Congratulations. Will those undergraduate students graduating magna cum laude please rise and be recognized? Congratulations. And will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise? Congratulations. At the appropriate time in the ceremony, Dr. Kimberly Bell, Interim Dean of the Sam Houston State University Honors College, will award the Gold Honor Cord to those bachelor's degree candidates graduating with academic distinction. Dr. Gibson, at this time, Dean Webb will certify candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Criminal Justice. Dean Bruce will certify candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education, and Dean Shields will certify candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Fine Arts and Mass Communication.
Those candidates for the bachelor's degree who are majors in the various programs of the College of Criminal Justice, please stand and remain standing when the name of your program is called. Victim Studies, Criminal Justice. President Gibson, I certify that these students, whose names are on the official graduation list, have completed the requirements for the appropriate bachelor's degree and are entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree. Congratulations.
Be seated. Those candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Education will please rise when the name of their program is called. Health Education, Interdisciplinary Studies, Kinesiology. Dr. Gibson, I certify that each student whose name is on the official list has completed all the requirements for the appropriate bachelor's degree and is entitled to all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree. Congratulations.
Those candidates for the bachelor's degree who are majors in the various departments in the College of Fine Arts and Mass Communication will please rise when the name of their program is called. Art, Dance, Mass Communication, Music, Theater. Dr. Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list has completed the requirements for the appropriate bachelor's degree and is entitled to all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree. Congratulations.
In a display of respect for graduates and their families, please refrain from using artificial noisemakers as the graduates' names are called. This will assure that the name of each is distinctly heard. Will the marshals please escort the recipients of these undergraduate degrees to the platform?
Eric A. Avila, cum laude, awarded posthumously. Samantha Ahmed. Bankole Akambola. Andrew Wade Alexander. Chastity Kanice Anderson. Christopher Allen Ashmore. Tamara Jonae Ashton. Melissa A. Bennett. Sharmella Shanae Bolton. Tara Crystal Brashears. Bradley Charles Bruner. Danielle Ann Burke. Daniel Calix Jr. Taisha Simone Campbell. Daniel Antonio Cardenas. Dennis Howard Sachery. Shantavia Danielle Coterie. Zachary Allen Cox. Aaron Joseph Crum. Nathan Gray Culver. Dana Alexa Davila. Jamise Danielle Davis. John Wiley Diamond. Colton Henry Edwards. Jonathan David Edwards. David Christopher Ellis. Blake Michael Farmer. Manuel Alejandro Flores. Nathan Ryan Foster. Chelsea Joe Fuller. Vanessa Carolina Funes. Jocelyn Dolores Garmendez. Alma Lorena Gonzalez. Zachary Aaron Greer. Amber Crowley Gregory. Norma E. Guerra. Matthew Wayne Harker. J.D. Hart. Alexis D. Hayward. Emily Christine Heidemann. Paola Isela Hernandez. Roxana Elizabeth Hernandez. Louis Joseph Holland. Jonathan Travis Hoover. Brendan Chase Eisenhower. Kyle Matthew Jackson. William Christopher Jackson. Nathan Bradley Jessup. Louis Jordan Johnson. Kelsey Deanne Kelly. Amanda Julia Laborde. August Harvey Lafoy. Kevin Anthony Lance. Donald Emery Larrabee. Stephen Justin LaSalvia. Jessica Lee LaFleur. Justin Lee Leslie. Ronnie M. Long. Oscar Eduardo Lopez with honors, Honors College. Kimberly Lozano. Jared Allen Mock. Alyssa Renee Martinez. Jamie Lynn Mays. Laura Ann McCombs. Chase Michael McKissick. Jeffrey Lane McLaren. David Edward Miller, Jr. Torian Cassian Miller. Haley Justine Moncton. Zachary Braden Moore. Alyssa Valentina Morales. Samuel C. Morrison III. Daniel Quinn Norris. David Anderson Payne. Roger Thomas Penton. Sean Michael Rasbury. Jace Ryan Reeves. Rex Matthew Rhodes. Tanika M. Roberts. Melissa Jennifer Romero. Kelly Renee Ross. Miranda Lee Ross. Christy Lee Rudolph. Ivith Salinas. Monique Alexandra Sandoval. Second Lieutenant Jeremy Luis Santos. Angela Christine Schultz. Lavitha Jenkins Scott. Ashley Lucia Silafos Sanatoa. Richard Allen Sincere Jr. Chadwick Fitzhugh Smith III, cum laude. Emily Teresa Stavanahoa. Courtney Yvette Steptoe. Kyle Douglas Sullivan. Tyson Taylor Sutton. Cheryl Lynn Teague. Shelby Jordan Thompson. Trey David Triola. Kalia Nicole Tucker. Michelle Ann Turner. Jorge Vargas. Cecilia Hetty Vasquez, magna cum laude. Cesar Alejandro Vasquez. Eliana Esther Villa. Marcela Cruz Villarreal. Thomas Daly Walker. Whitney Ann Walton, cum laude. Christine Michelle Ward. Catherine Ann Wynn. Ruxong Zhu. Jerry William Young. Aaron Thomas Izquierdo. Mitchell C. Nestor. Jacqueline M. Tanner, magna cum laude. Kiara Shunta Denson. Megan Christine Hankins, magna cum laude. Darlene Elizabeth Anderson, magna cum laude. Mickey Aaron Armstrong. Sean Patrick H. Bogan. Joseph Frank Butita. Kyle Joseph Campos. Mahalia Ann Chafin. Jody Lee Crace. Lindsay Denise Crawford. Alvia Marie Dana. Danielle J. Downey. Joel Ryan Eichler. Kristen Ann Fletcher. Angel Romeo Galvan. Frank Gomez Jr. Ryan Anthony Gonzalez. Cameron Austin Green. Brandon Lee Harper. Joshua Kevin Hudspeth. Shelby Renea Jaggers. Calvin J. King. Kobe Lee Maddox. Stacy Deanne Markham, cum laude. Brandon D. Matura. Aurora Marie Martinez, cum laude. Joseph Aaron McIntosh. Crystal Miranda. Zomara Elizabeth Miranda, cum laude. Lauren Stanger Mirsky. Montana Marissa Marshall. Sarah Elizabeth Perez. Cameron Clayton Chase Sasko. Eden Cherie Schaefer. Haley Victoria Shepard. Trenton Lamarck Sims. Shawnee Marie Sprenger. Samantha Ray Stiles. Chad Howard Tarhini. Catherine Leary Thibodeau, summa cum laude. Jalisa Disha Thomas. Essence Mac Thompson. Kyle Lee Westbrook. Kirby Lee Zach. Xuan Trin Zhao, magna cum laude. Casey Danielle Kurgan. Chasten Cole Kubacek. Darius Jamel Gatson. Daryl D. Small. Allison Leanne Durham. Rolando Isabel Romero. Ryan A. Yandel. Megan S. Lockey. Annie Nicole Bozeman. Alexis Afton Andre. William Blair Aycock. Kimberly Diane Baker. Shannon Lee Bankard. Amanda Nicole Britton. Laura Ann Carpenter. Thomas Clark, Andrew Thomas Clark. Hillary K. Kraft. Allison Nicole DeFord. Ashley Marie DeFord. Brandon Thomas Eberly. Joseph Andrew Ing. Kelsey Marie Fuller. Stephanie Marlene Herrera. Megan Elizabeth Herring. Amy Lou Hill. Tanya Lene Kanar. Courtney Christina Kelly. Taylor Diane Corey. Stephanie Nicole Crass. Bryce Kent Leisure. Haley Alexandra Ann McNeil. Jasmine Nicole Moore, cum laude. Patrick Joseph Neurotter. Eric Frank Olvera. Olivia Marie Oppenheim. Peter Jonathan Petiti. Kristen Elise Phillips. Vanessa Michelle Pineda. Samuel Sanchez Jr. Morgan F. Schweitzer. Andrew Ross Shannon Myers. Jessica Marie Smith. Leah Nicole Sweeney. Jonathan David Teverbaugh. Mariah Simone Thomas. Sequina L. Thomas. Dana Tibbs. Darian Alexandra Toland. Amber Marie Zema, with honors, Honors College. Charles P. Brown. Stuart D. Gaitan. Gerald Frederick Crone III.
Please join me in recognizing our new alumni. At this time, Ms. Mary Ellen Thornton, past president of the Alumni Board of Directors, will say a few words to our graduates.
Good afternoon and congratulations. On behalf of the Alumni Association, it is an honor and a privilege for me to offer congratulations to you upon this wonderful occasion of your graduation and to welcome you to into our family of more than 110,000 living alumni. Would you please rise? By the authority vested in me, I know you're happy. By the authority vested in me by the Alumni Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to induct you into membership of the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association, conferring upon you the full rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining to your alumni status. You may be seated. Thank you. As a graduation gift, I am pleased to tell you that the Alumni Board is providing you with a one-year complimentary membership into the Alumni Association. I urge you to return to your alma mater often to participate in alumni activities and to always maintain your membership in the association. Best wishes to your very significant accomplishment, and please call your alumni office anytime we may be of assistance to you. Thank you.
Will you please rise for the singing of Auld Lang Syne and remain standing while the platform party exits?
It's customary during the second verse of this song to grab hands with your neighbors, so we invite you to do that. Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, should all acquaintance days of old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. And here's a cup, thy trusty friend, and here's a hand, o thine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For